Hello everyone, welcome back to another informative video. In this video we are taking a look at the corn, right? And one thing I want to add before we start this video is that remember, for all those who have been following my videos, you would have known that I went on a little break, and where I wasn't able to attend to the corn plants as though um, you know I should. So as a consequence of that, when I came back, I found that a lot of the leaves, especially the lower leaves, dried up. Some of even the middle leaves, the leaves in the middle part of the stem, start looking deficient, right? And I realized that I have some form of potassium deficiency as well. So you know it the corn looked somewhat unhealthy, right? However, um, since I came back, I basically gave it some nitrogen, because corn need a lot of nitrogen, right? um, so I gave it some nitrogen, and I also gave it some micronutrients and um, all the other macronutrients, right, just to kind of balance things off. So it is not looking so bad now. What I've done is I've removed these lower leaves, right? I've removed a lot of them from off the stalk and use it as mulch. I've put a layer of mulch. It's somewhat thick because the sun here is very hot. Temperatures can get very high on a consistent basis here. So I put a layer of mulch, and this is basically grass and some shrubs and so on that I remove from in the garden, right? So I don't throw away those weeds. I just put them on side to kind of dry up and just use them as mulch, right? These plants were getting water. They weren't being deep watered as how I want them, because while I was away, my wife was giving them water, right? So they were still hanging on, right? If you move up the stalk, you'll realize that you know the leaves are looking better, and these scorching that you're seeing here, this is basically chemical burn, right? Because I had applied some chemical, and we have some burning happening on few of the leaves, but they are okay, right? But another important stage of the plant I want to show you, right? They have basically started to tassel. So this is the stage that is commonly known as the VT stage, and the V means vegetative, the T means tassel, right? And this marks the stage where the corn has reached what you would call it stops growing in terms of gaining height, right? Because it is basically entering into the reproductive phase, and when a plant goes into reproductive phase, it will put all its resource into farming seeds, right? So with the corn, it has basically reached the VT stage, and it has started to tassel, and these are the tassels, right? The corn tassel, it is basically we have more of them, right? And guess what? Pollen has started to shed, right? um, when I basically kind of shake the tassels, I kind of see some um, it could some powder stuff coming off, but I know that is the pollen, right? And guess what I'm seeing now? Let me show you what I'm seeing. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Look at that. Look at this. This is corn coming out, right? This is corn basically coming out, right? and I'm seeing it on quite a few of them. A lot of pollen is in the air now. So basically what we want to see now, we want the silk to start coming out, and then pollination can occur, because I don't want all the tassels or the um, anthers, kind of maturing and shedding pollen, and there are no silks there. So, and as you can see, look at it, you know the anthers start shedding pollen already, right? So yeah, but from the time it starts to tassel, like about 3 days, 3.5, 4 days after, that is when I start seeing the corn coming out, right? That is when I start seeing the corn coming out, right? So hopefully within another couple of days we'll start seeing some silking, right? So that the whole fertilization process can occur, because pollination is different from fertilization, right? So we need to get that clear. Pollination is basically the act of the pollen landing on the stigma, right? That is pollination. So fertilization is different from pollination. So yeah, so we want to see the silking so that pollination can be facilitated, and and following by fertilization. So what I have noticed is that the anthers, they are shedding pollen from the top coming down, right? As you can see, we still have a lot of anthers still enclosed, right? And these are the ones that are shedding the pollen out, starting from the top, right, going down. So I still have a lot. So by the time silks should emerge, we should have a lot of pollen still in the vicinity. If you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comments area, and please remember to subscribe to the channel, right?